Happy day students, welcome to class 10 physics, chapter 13 magnetic effects of electric current, part 2. Now we will discuss about magnetic field due to a current in a circular loop. When a current is passed through a circular conductor, the magnetic field produced is in the form of concentric circles around the conductor. Towards the center, the arcs of the circle become larger and appears as straight line. Magnetic field due to current in a solenoid. A solenoid is nothing but is a circular coil of wire in the shape of a cylinder. When current flows through a solenoid, it behaves like a bar magnet. The ends of the solenoid behaves like the north and south poles of a magnet. The magnetic field produced by a solenoid is similar to the magnetic field produced by a bar magnet. The strength of the magnetic field depends upon the strength of the current and the number of turns of the coil. Now we can see the solenoid which having the circular coil of the wire wounding around, and the magnetic field is concentrated into nearly uniform electric field in the center of long solenoid. The field outside is weak and it divergent. Now we have electromagnet. And strong magnetic field inside a solenoid can be used to magnetize a piece of magnetic material like a soft iron when placed inside the coil. Such a magnet is called an electromagnet. If electric current is passed through a wire wound around a piece of soft iron, it behaves like a magnet. Such a magnet is called an electromagnet. Now we can see the iron line which is wound the insulating wire which is connected with the battery and this switch. You can see it is act as an electromagnet. Now we have force on a conductor carrying current in magnetic field. A.M. Ampere suggested that if a current carrying conductor produces a magnetic field and exerts a force on a magnet, then the magnet should also exert a force on a current carrying conductor. Example, if an aluminum rod is suspended horizontally by a wire between the poles of a horseshoe magnet and the current is passed through the wire, then the aluminum rod is displaced if the direction of the current is reversed. The direction of displacement is also reversed. The force exerted is maximum if the conductor is perpendicular to the magnetic field. So you can see the aluminum rod which is placed in between the horseshoe magnet. The displacement of the rod in the above activity suggests that a force is exerted on a current carrying aluminum rod when it is placed in a magnetic field. This also suggests that the direction of force is also reversed when the direction of current through the conductor is reversed. Now change the direction of vertical downwards by interchanging the two poles of the magnet. It is once again observed that the direction of force acting on the current carrying rod gets reversed. Shows that the direction of the force on conductor depends upon the direction of current. In the direction of the magnetic field, experiments have shown that the displacement of the rod is largest when the direction of current is at right angles to the direction of the magnetic field. In such a condition, we can use a simple rule to find out the direction of the force of the conductor. That means Fleming left hand rule. The direction of force of a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field is given by Fleming's left hand rule. It states that if we hold the thumb, forefinger and middle finger of the left hand perpendicular to each other such that the forefinger points in the direction of the magnetic field, the middle finger points in the direction of the current, then the thumb shows the direction of the force of the conductor. Now we have electric motor. Electric motor is a device that converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. You can see the diagram. We have two electromagnets which is in between the axle, and we have a armature, and we have axle and brushes. Parts of electric motor. Insulated copper wire. A rectangular coil of wire ABCD. A magnetic poles. A magnet is placed above, that is north pole and south pole. This creates a magnetic field as shown above. Split rings. Two disjoint C-shaped rings P and Q. It acts as a commutator which can reverse the direction of current. Axle. The split rings are placed on the axle which can rotate freely. And brushes. The outside of the split rings are connected to conducting brushes X and Y. And we have source battery to source the current. How it works. The working principle of the electric motor. When the current begins to flow, current flows through the brush X, then A to B, B to C and C to D, and then to brush Y into the battery. Now applying left hand's rule, Fleming's left hand rule, to write AB, to wire AB, current is along AB, magnetic field is shown. That means north to south. The motion of the wire is downwards. Now applying Fleming's left-hand rule to wire CD. The current is along CD. Magnetic field is as shown north to south. The motion of the wire is upwards. The rectangular coil begins to move in the anticlockwise direction. Note that during anticlockwise motion, split rings and axle also move, whereas the brushes don't move. After offer rotation, wire CD and split ring Q moves to the left, while AB and split ring P moves to right. That means the brushes X and Y do not move. Now applying Fleming's left-hand rule to wire CD, current is along DC. That means battery to split ring Q and to DC and magnetic field as shown north to south direction. The motion of the wire is downwards. Now applying Fleming's left-hand rule to wire AB, current is along B. That means battery to split rings Q and DC and CB, again it comes to BA and ends to split ring P. Magnetic field is shown here, it is north to south. The motion of the wire is upwards. So again the coil rotates in the anti-clockwise direction. The reversal of current in the coil results in the continuous rotation of the coil. The reversal of current is achieved by the commutator rings. So the application of electric motor which we are using commercially: electric fans, refrigerators, mixers, washing machines. It means the commercial motors use an electromagnet in place of permanent magnet, large number of turns of the conducting wire in the current carrying coil, and a soft iron core on which the coil is wound. The soft iron core on which the coil is wound plus the coils is called an armature. This hence has the power of the motor. Example 13.2. An electron enters a magnetic field at right angles to it, as shown in figure. The direction of force acting on the electron will be to the right, to the left, out of the page and into the page. You know the magnetic field which is in the right direction, the electron which is entering across the magnetic field, so it is perpendicular to each other. So option D is the correct answer, that is the direction of force is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. The current as given by Fleming's left hand rule. Recall that the direction of current is taken opposite to the direction of motion of electrons. The force is therefore directed into the page. The fact about magnetism in medicine. An electric current always produces a magnetic field. Even weak ions currents that travel along the nerve cells in our body produce magnetic fields. When we touch something, our nerves carry an electric impulse to the muscles. We need to use this impulse produces a temporary magnetic field. These fields are very weak, or about 1/1000th of the Earth's magnetic field. To main organs in the human body where the magnetic field produced is significant are the heart and the brain. The magnetic field inside the body forms the basis of obtaining the images of different body parts. This is done using a technique called magnetic resonance imaging, that is MRI. Analysis of these images helps in medical diagnosis. Magnetism has thus got important uses in medicine.